Hey everyone, it is Granblue Radio. Henry pointed out that last week should have been number 368, but because we skipped a week, I jumped two numbers. Also, I just wanted to have an episode 369. So we have 369 and now we have 369.5. But welcome to June 2024, DJ.
Welcome, everybody.
And so, there's two major content drops that they did, and then there's like a quality of life drop where they rearranged the shop. That one was. It'll take a while for us to
That,
get
that
used to.
that took me a bit to get used to.
Yeah.
I couldn't find journey drops for a second.
The thing for me is that journey drops I'd use on Skyleap, and it's a gesture. Thankfully, the URL didn't change, but yeah, it. There's a few things that will need some time to get used to.
My gestures change every time something I need to grind happens.
That is fair.
I'm
All
only
right.
allowed so many.
Yeah, I use the rocket for the things that I'm doing and not the gestures. Although
That does
sometimes the
not appear
gestures
on one
do.
of my phones
Ooh. Oh, that's not good.
because I need to move it over and I'm too lazy to move it over.
I
And
understand.
it's actually easier for me to just do a gesture for the reload.
Understood. Okay. So anyway, this is, a good navigational change, but it's not really a content change. So let's go over to things that actually changed today. So characters or raid first, DJ?
Raid because I came first.
All right. So we have now completed the Omega Rebirth series. So we have Yggdrasil and Leviathan. Um, Leviathan is finishing. People join it. It's just significantly less popular than Yggdrasil is. Um,
There
do
are
you have
reasons.
opinions?
There are reasons, and I kind of agree with some of them.
Leviathan really just murders you at the end if you're not like fully prepared. It's just like, oh yeah, you have this many turns before you die. You must full chain in order to not die. But if you get to what was it, 3 or 4 of that debuff, you just can't act, which means that you can't full chain, which means that you die.
Yeah, that's awesome game mechanics there.
It is sort of the opposite of what's Legion Void, I think is the name of it, where it erases your characters and you have to full chain. You have to chain to bring them back. It's Legion Void.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, it's inundation is what it's called in that
hmm
raid.
yeah, in something like that.
Yeah, it's like I know that Colo also tries to automatically kill you. However, it's also easier to mitigate Colo's damage.
Yeah, because it's damage. It is not a debuff that goes through Veil. All right, so um, we've got ourselves the new Leviathan. Uh, all of these summons have the same thing as before, so it's like 170%. It's the sub aura, blah blah blah. Everything's on par.
Yeah,
Um,
let's look at the
and
weapons.
Yeah. So the weapons are interesting. So Water Magna or Omega has had one of the longer periods of suffering because basically your choices were to go to like HP crit or that was with Oberon, and then you had CA with Europa Harps, and then after that Schrodinger's. So those those grids, other than adding Schrodinger, didn't change for like 5 years. It's been a while. So anyway,
Yeah,
here we have our new toys, and so here's what's trying to bring Water Leviathan into 2024, where you can actually like play uh, in the higher difficulties. So we'll start with the axe. The axe gives you stamina, so large stamina. Um, it is nice to have this since you're not probably putting this on your Dark Opus if you can possibly avoid it now.
however, just having stamina is not good enough anymore.
Yeah. So the other thing it comes with is small triple attack and small crit.
Why is it small? The one thing I hate in this game is small crit.
It is a pretty small number.
It's so abysmally small compared to the medium.
hmm Yeah, like small triple attack, it makes sense why that one's small, but small crit is. So it's like this feels like a one of basically, and it's because you want to get like the stamina mod in there
All right,
if you don't
here's
have
the
it on your
difference
opus
between
anymore.
medium and small, by the way.
In terms of
At
crit,
skill, yeah, at skill
okay.
level 15.
hmm
Medium is 6.5% and small is 3.0.
Yeah, and especially since in the modern version of like double Leviathan, then you're getting plus 340. As soon as water gets their cardinal saint, it goes to 350.
You know, there's another Omega Axe that exists that has a better number on crit there.
Which one are you thinking of?
The what's her face?
Is it the fire one?
No, the Earth one.
Earth. Oh, wait. I think it's just regular Omega, huh? Yeah. The good old Alex axe, is that it?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't have those in my inventory anymore. Oops. I returned them to my stash. But anyway, yeah, I understand where you're coming from on this one. The triple attack is very nice. This is because like aren't Oberon's double attack?
Yeah, they're double attack.
Yeah. So it's nice having an actual triple attack option in there. The dagger, of course, is the Exalto. There's nothing to say about that. It's good.
I appreciate that all that these things still reflect
Yeah, but it also does like
something real on
something
top of
real
it.
along with it. Yeah, that's nice. Um, and then the last thing that they've added is this blade mare here, which is a katana, and it actually looks like a katana.
Yeah, it has a hilt and everything.
So this one is HP and triple attack. So this one screams at you like I break omens, and am used in high level content. So it's like um, the hexachromatic hierarch, the like Lucy requirements to have triple attack while also living through things. So that's nice. And then once again, healing. So you'll want one of these. It'll go in there. It's like I will not make fun of healing up and HP up on the same weapon.
All right, so the number on encouragements
hmm
at skill of 15, it's 17% HP and 2.9% triple attack.
Okay, so close to 3%, and
So
yeah.
slightly it's actually the same triple attack as Fandango.
hmm And Fandango is something that is a nice thing to have. It's not like something that you're encouraged to stack up or anything like that, but you will not dismiss it.
Oh,
So,
yeah, Sapiens also has that too.
hmm but yeah, so what Water didn't get in this is any adjustment to skill. So, um, Water still is sort of uh, not as good at skill spam as something like Wind or Dark. Whether it needs to be or doesn't need to be, that's up to individual balancing decisions and ideas.
I'm more mad that Wind got it twice
Yeah,
and Dark got it twice.
but like this overall, it's still something that you will use, and it will carry you through very important things in this game. So it's a start.
Yeah, it's just that it's still very low.
Yeah, because one of the issues when I'm thinking about it is that you go back to this series, Revan's weapons. What the? Why isn't this going? Water, Revan's weapons. Oh, it's because it's on uncapped. That's why. That's I'm looking through the wrong thing. So I talked about triple attack, and um, one of the reasons Schrodinger's are in there is because hey, guess what? They give you
It gives
multi attack
strength.
and
It gives
HP.
multi. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's like,
and
well,
you pick and choose defensive or offensive.
yeah. So I understand where some people are coming from, where like water's omega 3 wasn't very impressive compared to say like fire getting tempering, uh, wind getting a big glow up, light getting a big glow up. Like this is useful, but it's not like game changing the way that some of these are. Anything else to say
Yeah.
about water?
Nope. That's as
Yeah.
best as can say about it.
Yeah, basically it's just like, well, it's something to fill in extra spots that aren't taken up by your Schrodinger's
But
because
your extra
like
shots are technically better at Schrodinger's.
yeah,
Geo
Schrodinger's.
Schrodinger sack.
Yeah, you get even more multi-attack when you have more of them. Yeah. All right, moving on to Earth then.
Yep.
All right, let's go talk about Earth's Omega Rebirth stuff.
I really like one of these weapons a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, here's the sword. It really just looks like a Christmas tree. I enjoy the visual of the Crystal Braid Arbos.
At least you can
Um,
see the crystals that are coming out of it.
and you can see that there is definitely a blade that goes out all the way. But yeah, I mean, Exalto, Might, Vivification. It's your standard. It's very good. Um, here's the Harp, which is Garrison on an Omega modifier, and it is Sapience, which you were just talking about, where it's triple attack and healing. So this doesn't have any HP on it, but your Perseuses will give you HP in hard content as Omega.
Yeah,
And
you stack your harps together.
yeah, so it gives you triple attack and healing. We've talked about how both of those are very good at the end of the uh, the difficulty list in this game.
It's medium triple attack too, sick.
Yeah, and then Garrison is one of those things where it's like as you take damage, you get harder to kill. Good.
I mean, it's not like one of your weapons that you could have been doing for free to play Earth kills you actively. So
Yeah, the Fang of the Dragon Slayer.
yeah,
Yeah. So you just start with the defense buff.
yeah, it's pretty cool as long as you don't get one shotted.
And then this last one, the Bark Bracer Arbos.
Oh, this is my
Uh,
favorite.
yeah, so it is Glory. So it is CA specs and Chain Burst specs. So CA damage, CA cap, Chain Burst specs, and then double attack and crit. And then it's small crit, so the same things that you said before apply again.
Yeah, I'm not double attacking or caring about my crit when I'm CAing.
Yeah, when you are a Glory team, you're just like, all right, we've got what, two Galleon guns, we're stacking these up, and
You
then
stack
we are
three of these, and you have your galleon staffs.
yeah. Um, the way that this works out is that actually, like, it is easier to build a CA loop team that does more damage than your standard, um, your standard Titan grid. Like a lot of Titan stuff, the glory is hidden on weapons that aren't really easy to get or popular. So, it's like the lovely ace is something that comes out a decent amount and has mystery and excelsior, which
Is
combines
not
together is not glory. And it's like,
the galleon jaw actually also has increased CA damage, so that adds to you getting to that calf.
mm-hmm,
But it's not, but doesn't actually increase your cap other than giving it supplemental.
yeah. And so it's like, honestly, if I like a common team these days, uh, like it's not um the most popular, but it is basically old reliable at this point, right? Is just your good old I'm full chaining every turn with a transcended Eata team. And honestly, looking at that team, I was trying it out today because it's one of the teams that does well against Leviathan, the new Leviathan. Like it takes forever, which is why it's not popular anymore. But like basically what happens with my Titan grid is that Ayada's the only one who's doing like impressive 2024 damage. Everyone else is doing like 3 to 4 million CAs because like there's very little on here that specifically like supplements CA, so I need to go outside of Titan to do these. And so it's like, maybe I just go ahead and give myself a bunch of IG 3 harp or not harps, fists, and just go all in, right? Like this is only doing skill damage from her, from Satyr, so it's like I should
No,
get.
Monica can technically do skill damage.
She can. This is
Yeah, she dash a
true,
dodge. It calls on her dodge for her cookie.
and she also violet shock flickers on her CA. But like, for very specific purposes, I've actually seen people saying that it's like, yeah, um, the new Omega 3 sword is doing a very, very strong impression of the Galleon staff in terms
Yeah,
of
that makes
damage.
sense.
Yeah. And so it's like I've seen grids that are like even 1 or 0 Galleon staff, and then they're like 3 Exalto swords and stuff like that. And it's just like the numbers are the same. Like it's pretty caught up in some of those respects. And so yeah.
Yeah, because of vivification.
Mhm. Like you have less defense in many ways.
No, in
And
100% ways because that thing gives you defense.
mhm. But like you do more, you're catching up in many other ways, and then the characters can definitely make up for a lot of the missing stuff, like how Kame existing in your front line is one of the best defensive buffs in the game. So it's like, well, it's a trade you're willing to make. Lots of stuff like that. All right, anything else for those three?
Nope, that's all I have on that. I like seeing
Yeah.
that. That's my end note.
Yeah. Like the funniest thing about the release is that for some I don't know what the genesis of this was, but um, over the last few weeks on Japanese social media, there was a trend called the giantess boom, or and so people just kept um, posting like giantess art, right? And like our friend Sasha Call, she it's like it's 2018 all over again, and so they release Yggdrasil like this, and everybody's like, yes, thank you, Cygames. I find it funny.
You gotta love your big Yggdrasil.
Big, yeah, definitely. So anyway, that's all I have to say about the Omega 3s. We are now done with Omega Rebirth, all 6 of them. Um, and you know, there were some definite bigger winners than others. Uh, but in general, I think this was a very successful round. Uh, Let me think here. Yeah, Light got a lot of things that it really needed. Dark got a lot of things that are really strong and like comparable to its most powerful tools at the moment. Earth is in the same situation. Fire, like if you're building a fire skill team, it's way easier to do it in Omega than it is to do it in Primal. So
Yeah,
yeah, a lot of like good updates basically. All right. So next up we have Rise of the Beasts. We're back. We are on Saints 2 of 4, and I was wrong. They did not go left to right. They went left and then wrapped around to the next left.
we went left and then yeah. So
So
coin flip on who gets it next.
yeah, we have no idea.
It could be either really.
I checked what stars are in the sky right now, and it is not the Southern Dragon, so it's not even based on what's in the sky right now. Anyway, uh, welcome Ami. She is, uh, let's see here.
Gun.
Yeah, I mean the crossbow itself is a gun. Is Aster gun or is she bow gun?
Aster should be just bow, I thought.
Let's take a look. It's been a while since I looked at that character because you
Yeah,
understand.
her say you went on hiatus. She's bow.
Oh, she is bow. Okay. Is there any version of her that's gun? Because she's specifically one of the only crossbow characters. Is that in the like mercenary Harvins in water?
No, both her versions are bow.
Okay. The mercenary Harvins are bow and gun. And yeah, they have crossbows. So that was about when they made the shift that crossbows are guns, I think.
Nope. So he'll allow SR is a bow,
Oh, all right.
and
Look,
Millier was a bow. So yeah, it's when they put them both together. They said, yeah, they have guns,
yeah. All right.
but
Eddie,
them individually.
look, them individually are much older than their SSR. So anyway, all right. Back to the topic at hand. Wind gun character. Here's Ami. I have not unlocked all of hers, so we're going to have to remind people what the upgrades to these skills are. Um,
Because they
but
don't upgrade when you uncap. They upgrade when you go through
your Yuppei and the Fates, yeah.
yep.
All right, so her CA, it is a one turn cut to all of her skill cooldowns. It is not just her red skills or her blue skills.
I
Blue
mean,
skill
good because
singular.
both two of these skills are 12 turns long.
Yeah. Um, so we've got Skyrending Shot here, and so the two upgrades it gets are the standard. It goes from 7 turn cooldown here to 6 turn, and then the other one is that the debuffs on it go from just defense down to defense down and multi attack down, which is the
Yep,
same as
10% each.
Fediel's one that auto goes off. And hey, guess what? When a foe has debuffs, chance to activate skill 1 Skyrending Shot after her normal attacks. Does it max out at 100?
We don't know the number. She just came out.
Okay.
Needs testing.
Yeah, makes sense. But like, um,
Could be on game
yeah.
with.
Okay. We'll see if they have that info yet. Anyway, so yeah, we've got a skill that acts like one on a Grant Dark character, so that's very good. Just for having that comparison. All
Yep.
right, here, Hail of Bolts. So it is like you said, a 12 turn cooldown when it upgrades. Then it does at least 10 hits of wind damage to random foes, and based on the highest debuff count on anybody, the hit number goes up to 20.
Yep, that's really good. And when you upgrade it to level 9 you pay, it also removes one buff from all foes.
Yeah. So, you can casually have a button that does like essentially Valentine Grimnir numbers, and that number can go up to like what 14 million or something like that with free to play tools. With Eviar's Beak, double Eviar's Beak gives you an extra what 200k on 20 hits. That's yeah, that's like 4 million on its own just
Yep,
from
it's pretty good.
being just from being 20 hits and being a skill in wind. Yeah. Um, the fact that it's 12 turn cooldown, and even if you're cheating things down with the CA, like it's still pretty long. Like
Yeah, one of the things
you
that
will
she
feel
has
it.
issues with is that she has no way to get meter faster by
Hmm.
herself.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have increased multi attack. She doesn't build meter passively in any way. You have to use other characters to supplement that. Not a
Yeah.
bad thing, but just things to note.
It is a hole. It is a noticeable hole. Um, because like we're comparing her to a bunch of other like grand characters, or limited characters, and so it's like those characters have something to make up for it, right? Like Fediel has what is it? Permanent uplift, was it?
If you don't take damage twice, but you have like a 10k shield giving you that uplift,
Yeah.
and
Um,
also if you fail chain.
hmm She also has a field that gives her guaranteed multi attack, which Ami here doesn't. Grimnir, even
I'd
oh,
be
go
really
ahead.
surprised if she could put up a field.
Yeah, Grimnir has a meter penalty, but triple attacks every turn, so
He also don't care
he's
about
fine.
seeing with that guy.
Yeah, also true. He gets his resource without CAing, as opposed to her, where she doesn't get things back without CAing. And anyway, so the last thing is Azure Tornado. So it's various debuffs, and the various debuff list uh, is relatively comparable to like what is it, Flames of Chaos on the Chaos Ruler, where it tries to vomit on 2, 4, 6, 8, and then after its upgrade, 12 debuffs onto the foe.
Yeah, when the extra debuffs that it adds on at Yuffie level 10. 30% accuracy lowered, 20% special attack damage lowered, charm 3 turns, and corrosion 3 turns. All these local. The ones you get without are not local.
Right, which is important because this is a 12 turn cooldown, and like even if you're CAing every turn, they will run out before your skill comes back.
It's
Here it
okay.
is.
Your skyrunning shots probably don't run out.
Yeah, your skyrunning shots just go. Here it is. But like, um, this one feeds her passive because that's actually quite important as well.
I love her passive is she just has 20% less HP, but you can skyrunning shot every turn probably.
Yeah. Um. So in general, like we looked at this and we're just like, this is once again very solid. It poops all over um certain requirements that people value. So, for example, you can just press each of these buttons, her Hail of Bolts and her Azure Tornado. Each of them passes a large number of omens in V2. Even when you're not in V2 and you're just playing against Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil cares about. Yggdrasil has buffs that
Debuffs,
fall,
yeah,
yeah, that fall off when you have debuffs on her. Um,
yeah. Afflicting 6 times within a turn is Yggdrasil's Arbos Essentia.
yeah, so on turn one, she'll basically here's 12, here's 4, and then another 4 from attacking. So that's 20 debuffs on turn one. Yeah, that'll give you some stacks. That'll give you 600,000 honor before we factor in damage. So, um, she is a character with a very clear purpose, and I respect that.
Yeah, also helps that wind as an omega grid.
Hmm.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, also true. I mean, I'm still
It
on Wind Omega.
it has tempering, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Hey, look. Anyways,
Yeah.
pretty good.
I'm just looking at like the other character that I can compare her to is Wind Noish, who's had a couple of moments in the sun. Like I brought him to Phronesis because he could come out of the back row and just hit a button and deal 20 hits of wind damage, which was pretty valuable for trying to close out a fight when he comes out of hiding, right? And then I look at this and I go, all right, well, I could do that, or we can hit Ami buttons and have 12 debuffs and still do 20 hits of damage and then do more. And it's like,
It's
yeah,
pretty good.
okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
I like this
makes
character though.
these characters that we've had so far.
Hmm.
I can't wait for the next Saint.
Do you think it's a 50-50, DJ? There's no stakes to this, but do you think it's going to be Earth or it's going to be Water next?
Hold on. Water.
Water? Okay.
I feel it'd be funny if we just bounce back and forth between the sides of the screen.
Outside to inside?
Yeah,
Yeah, but like they've done a good job with these. I think
yeah, they're
the
very solid characters.
they're very solid characters, um, and the like they once they actually put 20 Jadites into the shop, the grind got a lot less painful for these characters. Um,
You know the good thing about this one?
which one?
I finished out getting all the light Huang Long anima from the last grind I did.
That's nice.
Because man, it really sucks. Need to go do get Hong Long anima for this stuff.
I understand, but they've also added a whole bunch of Huanglong to the shop as well. Which wait, where did it
I
go?
had
It's
to
under.
still host 2 trains.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so it's under the new place it goes to. Is it event? No, it's under quest items, event, Rise of the Beasts. Yeah. They organized this, so now it's under treasure. There it is. Okay. Wait, those are the regular trades. They also added dependents, I think. Was it pendants?
There's some in pendants. You are limited on how much you can buy in pendants each month,
That's
though.
right. Yeah.
That's the kicker. I had to still do. Actually, it was 4 trains. I had to
That's a lot
battle
of
pass, so I
trains.
did 2 trains each
Oh,
day.
oh, understood.
It sucked.
Understood.
I still have not finished my my uncaps, by the way,
Which
for my
uncaps?
Eternals.
Oh, the Eternals. Oh,
Yeah, the one
oh.
that costs even more.
Is it
Yeah,
50 or is it no, it's 30, right?
it's
For
a
those?
absurd amount number.
It's a very large number. I understand. Less anima. There they are. 20 a month, so that's 2. Oh, I understand.
Yep. Good luck.
Got it.
Yeah, if you're behind like me, good luck.
Yeah. All right. But let's see here. Like I like how we don't even mention the part where just like the Upay is just good for every player in the game, just from the stuff you get from it too. Like just casual 5% extra damage amp, some passive defense, some more
If you
cap on
stop
your
it,
normal attacks.
well, you stop ignoring it when it like all adds up together.
Yeah, it's just yeah. There's a whole lot in here that it's good to have anyway. So even if like the character was bad, which she isn't, the character is highly viable in endgame content for this one. Um, then
Well,
yeah,
in every game content.
yeah, true. Like Chichiri, what when we talked about her, she was much better at like early content because of certain parts of her kit. But Ami, like uh, acknowledging the holes in her kit that make her like a little more fair. Um, yeah,
Just put an extra save on, she's fine.
yeah she does still does a lot. She does a lot of work. So
Save
anyway,
on will give her meter.
yeah. Aristoteli is in chat says also the grind is chill. I
Yeah,
mean,
I still have the one gripe of that you have to be at the unlock in order to have the passive grind.
yeah, I feel that. All right, but yeah, that's it for this week. Um, we have a relatively busy month ahead of us because like Choreogra showed us a whole bunch of things that are coming. Um, and among other things, we've got and you coming next week, so we'll be in Rerun Town next week.
Okay, so we don't
Um,
have to do anything that week.
yeah. Uh, we also have another previous um, anniversary event coming to Side Stories. That'll be Loved by the Stars, created by the stars, loved by the skies. There we go. Um, and then like Mark Chiarez is going to be that like in a week and a half of all of the
And then
characters.
United fight.
Yeah, and then Unite and Fight. Up against Bastet.
At least Marchiali's is coming in time.
Yeah, he's actually coming in. Uh, let's see. Yeah, 3 days before. That's more than they usually give us.
Yeah, usually it's like 5 days after.
Or during interlude. During interlude is the one that I find annoying.
Yeah, then you find out they're pretty good during the for that specific United fight.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna change this kid. I don't like.
Marchiarez is one of those characters who didn't even work when he came out, and like because they based his design on a class that also didn't work out.
You
Like,
know what we do with that class? We don't even use its skill one half the time. We use it now because we can have infinite of MP.
yeah, and it's just like MP just doesn't. Yeah, these MP like,
His fourth
oh
skill, he'll just have that one Necromancer skill
yeah,
that he just has infinite MP.
yeah, I guess. I do find the character cool. Like, I enjoy the character design, and hopefully he gives us more lore about the uh, the big wizard convention of Harvins with him and Astariola and who knows who else. It's kind of like when Yoda uncapped. It's like, wait, him, Alethea, and Ingve just hang out and
Ah, good
do
old men.
cool, yeah, do cool old man things. All right.
Yeah, and
Anyway,
we also got to see them what they look like when they weren't old men.
yeah, that's also sick. All right. Anything else to say, or shall we sign off for the week?
Yeah, let's sign off.
All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Next week, uh, next week is probably going to be a holding pattern week because in a week and a half is when we expect to have Flash Gala, and then a bunch of hell will break loose.
I can't even roll on that one.
Yeah, you've already used your resources on love and on some very strong characters, so you know. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining me, DJ. Thank you for joining me, everybody. See you
until next
online.
time.
Till next time.
Also, I'm
Thank
still
you.
laughing at this stupid thing that Henry put earlier.
What is it?
The thumbnail.
Oh, that's Henry's thumbnail game. Like, I
It's
try to
gotten
ignore it
better.
sometimes, but he's
It's
gotten
gotten
better.
better.
Me when I say Viren instead of vinegar. Me when I call it shoyu instead of soy sauce.
I'm dying.